Let me restart my recording. Hello. How you doing? I'm playing Sonic Drift today, as I said. I'm streaming later than usual because I went to the movies. I went to the movies with my brand new car. You probably can't even hear me. Oh, I don't know. You probably can't hear me jingle my keys, but I'm telling you, it's jingling. I went to see Scarlet, the 2025 anime film. It was the first time it was released here in our theaters. I had a really good time with it. Hey Luca, how you doing? No spoilers, you haven't seen it yet? I liked it. It didn't blow my mind, but I liked it. It was a pretty fun cinema experience. That much I will say. It's a good watch. Oh, nice. Yeah, the only reason I went to watch it was because I wanted to drive to the theaters. And I was like, you know what? Let me see what movies are there. And I saw this one. I was like, oh, it's pretty rare for an anime movie to show in theaters near me, specifically. I was like, yeah, sure. Let me go to that one. And, you know, like the synopsis on the cinema page kind of reminded me of a lot of plots similar to, like, the villainous manhwa that I tend to read. The movie is nothing like that, by the way. I'll just give you that. It was really fun, but it was not what I expected. I liked it a lot. I hope you enjoy it whenever you go watch it. It's a good one. But we're not here today to discuss Scarlet. All right. Good anime movies? No, we're here to play Sonic Drift. It's gonna be something. I've never actually played Sonic Drift. I don't even think I really sampled it. I think I sampled Sonic Drift 2. But the first one, I don't think I ever bothered loading that one up. Ah. Damn, that's kind of sad. I mean, I'll probably end up rewatching it at some point at home through other means. Wink, 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 nudge, nudge. It was fun. Like I said, nothing mind-blowing, but definitely a very cool premise. But yeah, like I said, I won't be going into spoilers, though. That would be very mean. And I'm not a mean person. I'm a very nice guy. As all nice people say about themselves, I'm a very nice person. So, I won't do that. Let me load up this stuff. Load the content. Whoops. The Game Gear version. There we go. A sort of sequel to Hamlet. I didn't know that. I didn't get that in, like, I've never seen Hamlet, so I didn't get the direct. It's very easy to watch on its own. Like, I was confused a little bit at some points, but it had nothing to do with me thinking, oh, I think I should know this character, but I don't. Like, it's very easy to watch on its own. But who knows, maybe if/when you watch it, you'll see the links that I don't see, because I've never seen Hamlet. Marty Supreme, haven't heard of it. Is it a good one? Sonic Drift. Let me start sharing my screen. Where's my OBS? There it is. Let me put this on the bottom one. Let me put this on the top one. Oops. Let me put this on the top one. Let me put this one on the top one. There we go. Jesus. There we go. Display capture, yes. We got the Game Gear. Sonic Drift. Let's go. I'm still using the M30 controller. Banger. I used it to play Celeste a bit earlier today as well, before I went to the theaters. It was good. Oh my god, it's Sega. I know them. They make, like, Yakuza. Ooh. 200 kilometers an hour, and it's 2.5 hours long. About table tennis? Okay, now you've got me. I love table tennis. Let me turn the audio up a little bit. There we go. It's just quiet in general. Let me turn up the general audio. That's the problem. There we go. I guess we're doing the Chaos Grand Prix. Yeah, I've seen advertisements for the 8-bit do Ultimate controllers on their websites, but I wanted a Genesis-esque controller, and this one, it fits that bill perfectly, and it feels really good as well. I guess I'll play green. I like big green. I pressed the wrong button. There we go, green. Start with Sonic. Oh my god, it's Green Hill Zone. It's my favorite level. Oh, there we go. I gave them a head start. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm speeding through. This is why they call me Sonic. Yup. This sure is Sonic in Sonic Racing. Sonic Racing Crossworld. What's that? This is Sonic Drift, baby. We went from Sonic 3 and Knuckles to this. And honestly, I'm embarrassed to have enjoyed Sonic 3 and Knuckles after playing this, because this is peak. This is absolute cinema. Hey, come on. That was like a 2-second invincibility. What the hell? I did it! What a beautiful man. That's right, Sonic #1. Oh my god, it's Marble Garden! It looks just like it. Doesn't look like there's a start boost. Oh my gosh. Is this the aforementioned Sonic Drift? Oh my gosh. Oh, this is more intense than driving on the highway, that's for sure. By the way, since I'm crashing into corners and stuff, when I was driving my way to the cinema that I watch have this super sketchy parking lot. Like, you have to enter through the smallest entryway known to man, and I have a very tiny car, so I was very lucky. But like, after going to that dank parking lot, leaving was somehow more sketchy, okay? It was like this, once again, super thin hallway, and you then have to take a 90-degree turn to the left. Absolutely nuts. Like, this 90-degree turn to the left whilst in this super thin hallway. It's like, who designed this? What, like, did fucking, the Jigsaw design this fucking parking lot? Like, what the hell? And then, like, once you're out of that, you're directly on, like, the road, so you immediately have to stop after going, like, this super steep incline. Because I didn't mention that both the parking lot was, like, a super deep decline, and getting out of that, after the 90-degree turn, you're already going up. So it's like, you're going up, do the 90-degree turn, and then you're going, like, vertically up. And then once you're at the top, so, like, you're pumping a little bit of gas extra so that you can make it over. And then once you're there, you immediately need to stop. You immediately need to stop because there's oncoming traffic. It was absolutely nuts. I was sitting there, I was sweating bullets as I was listening to Bayonetta music. Ah, Spring Yard. Man, remember Sonic 1? Oof, I bashed my skull into the sign. Hey, it's Amy. How you doing, Amy? Oh gosh. Oh jeez. Tails, get out of the way! You know, this isn't groundbreaking or anything, but I don't mind this. This is pretty fun. I can see myself, like, if this was on... I can see myself playing this on, like, my Nintendo Switch through Sonic Origins for, like, 2 minutes if I have nothing else to do. Nothing better to play. Like, if I don't want to play an actual good game because I only have, like, 5 minutes, I'd play Sonic Drift. But then again, you also have Mario Kart Super Circuit. I think Mario Kart Super Circuit might be slightly better. Though this is definitely more reactionary. It feels faster than Mario Kart Super Circuit does. Winner Sonic. I love his hair when he does that. It looks so weird. It's like he's got like a little afro cut. Looks like me when I tried to get a Sonic haircut as a kid. I got 9 points. Look at that. Labyrinth Zone. This is the scary one. I'm gonna drown. Where's the drowning mechanic in Sonic Drift? That was a sharp turn. Oh. Oh. Okay, so apparently the B button does do something. Oh gosh. Let me just give the other people right of way. Oh. I'm driving out of bounds. Oh my gosh, this road is crazy. I guess I should probably use the minimap. Oh, look at me go. Oh man, I thought I could jump over the obstacle. Oh my gosh. This is embarrassing for me. Get out of the way, Amy! I got 3rd place. Yeah, I did do a late stream. Because I went to the cinema. Absolute cinema. By the way, there was like 10 other people that reserved a spot, and they all picked the best spots. But when I arrived at the cinema, after all that entire parking nightmare, I was the only person there. So I was just... I picked a different spot, and I was just loudly talking about the movie as I was watching it. I went to watch Scarlet, anime movie. It's like 3D animation. It was a great movie. I liked it a lot. Different from what I expected. I was hoping for villainous manhwa type shit, but it wasn't really that. It was a bit more serious. It was a bit more heartfelt. I cried a little bit. My eyeballs were sweating. I think it was one of those 4D movies that like spit water in your face, because I don't cry. But like my eyeballs were leaking something, so must be the humidity in the room. I liked it a lot. It was a good movie. Oh my gosh, I almost spun out. No, Sonic, please! Oh god! Oh. At least there was no one there to witness me cry, because I was alone in this in the entire theater. That was fun. Because I was a little bit later than I usually am. Like, usually I show up like 10 minutes, 15 minutes before the movie starts. But because it was my first time driving to the cinema and going through the cinema's parking lot, which was super sketchy. I told the story earlier, so I'm not going to repeat it again, but super sketchy parking lot. After that entire ordeal, arriving with no one there, I was like, damn, looks like I'm earlier than I expected. The other guys must be coming later. The Matrix meets Beauty and the Beast. This one, I don't know. I don't want to spoil anything, except for maybe things that don't matter. But sometimes there were definitely some weird mood swings. I do have to say that. They got me. Like, I liked it, but there were some weird mood swings. For me. Like, they're fucking breaking a song. In the middle of the movie, they just have an entire musical section. I was feeling like, what the fuck? Why are we singing and dancing? I mean, I'm not complaining, but... I was just feeling very sad, and now we are singing and dancing. Yeah, very fun. I gotta keep an eye out for when more anime-esque movies show up in theaters. Because I don't support anime enough. I don't like using the subscription services because they're dog shit. Sorry for swearing, but it's true. And I don't get to buy first-party Blu-rays all that often because most series don't come over here. And buying it secondhand isn't gonna do anything to support the industry. So I would like to at least catch more like anime movies and stuff when they show up in my cinema. Especially since that gives me an excuse to drive now as well. I didn't stall a single time this time. I got used to my new handbrake and stuff. I'm starting to finagle my car pretty well. Had a lot of fun driving today. Not a single stall. I even did some fancy maneuvers because I went the wrong direction a couple times. I am number 1! See you in the next GP. That's a G, that's not a C. Alright? I know it's old graphics, but it's a G. GP, we are not talking CP. This is Sonic. Drift. Alright. Let's do yellow next. I want to play as Amy. Yeah, I did do a U-turn. Not a quick one, though. I need to do the ones that are legal. I need to practice those for the exam. So I did a regular turn after taking a wrong road. And there was like a lot of like one-way roads, so I had to like semi-park between other cars to like let people pass. That was fun. I'm glad I don't live in that city because it's kind of a nightmare in terms of its road infrastructure, but and then the people that drive there are not very responsible either for the most part. But it was a great learning experience, and I didn't panic once. Probably because I had banger music playing. That helped a lot. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm thinking, if this game isn't too long, I'm thinking I'll play this. Then I will play the remaining 2 games before Sonic and Knuckles. And then next week, we can do the rest of the Sonic 3 playthroughs. So this stream might end up being a shorter one, because the other 2 games... actually, there's 3 games after this. There's Sonic Spinball 8-bit, which shouldn't be too long. Enjoy your dinner, Luca. Sonic Spinball 8-bit. There is 2 Gamecom games as well. No, Pico. Sega Pico games. And they're essentially like educational games. So they're going to be very short. If I can do all those after Sonic Drift today as well, then next week I can focus on Sonic and Knuckles. In other words, just do the remaining Sonic 3 playthroughs. Yeah. And then the rest of this week is where I'm gonna play Demon Tides whenever I stream. But tomorrow I should still be able to make it for like an afternoon stream. I'm planning on just going to the gym tomorrow if I do go out with my car. Don't want to spend too much money. It's so much easier to spend money now that I have a car. I could just go do random things. I'm gonna try to keep it to 1 random thing a week in terms of stuff that costs money. Which is a lot of stuff. Amy's kind of goated. I kind of like the face she does there as well. It's very cute. I like it a lot. Good job, Ames. I got 6 whole points. I don't think there's a startup boost of any kind. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh jeez. If you try, you can do anything. I am Amy. Oh my gosh, I got a heart or something. Did you see that? I got a heart. I don't know what that means, but thank you. Ooh, blushes. Spits in hand. Oh no. Creams cutely. Ooh, 21 seconds. Look at that. Oh, did you see that? Did you see it? There were hearts on the road. I'm a heartbreaker. I ran them over. Is that meant to represent children? Did I just run over a couple of kids? Just like in real life. Oh gosh, this is bad. Sonic better not catch up to me. They did it. Yeah. Yeah, this controller is absolutely goated. Even for playing Celeste, I've been having a banging time with this one. Can't recommend the M30 enough. The D-pad quality is so nice. And I'm usually an analog stick enjoyer. Ooh, baby. This level, this is the one that I lost on the green cup. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh my gosh. I can see why. Oh no, Sonic, do not catch up to me. Do not do it. I will report you to the federal policeman. You scumbag. Oh gosh. Oh jeez. You know, this is... I'm surprised at how much fun I'm having. Like this, it feels so fast. Sonic Drift feels very fast. Which, this is a handheld game. Like, the scrolling background is probably what does it, but even with, like, the drifting and stuff around the corners, it feels very fast. And that's very important for a racing game. Like, whenever I saw gameplay of Sonic Drift, I always thought it looked very boring, because you're just turning. That's the entire game, you're just taking turns. But it feels pretty fun when you're actually playing it yourself. Alright, now I got Starlight Zone. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. This isn't Starlight Zone. This isn't Starlight Zone at all. This is just... Oh my... See, why do I keep... What's with the hearts, Amy? I don't like you like that, dog. You're like 13 years old. Actually, you have a driver's license, so... Maybe. I am a Sonic fan after all. Why would I not be a furry? You know? Food for thought? Oh, this is a go-kart? Well, in that case, never mind. I never said anything. Oh my gosh. I don't want to spin out. Don't make me do it. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at me go. The Amy is kicking butt, man. I almost lapped Eggman. I almost lapped that man. She's pogging at the victory screen. Look at that, 15 points. Look at that. What are the odds that I lose at this point? Oh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, no! We still have to do the hardest difficulty as well. Oh gosh. Oh jeez. Oh, I spun out. That's what I was scared of happening. Oh man, Sonic's gonna pass me and I'm gonna be all embarrassed. It's gonna be so embarrassing. Sonic, don't you do it. Don't you do it. I know you're on my ass. I will not be... Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Come on. I can do this. I am the GOAT of Sonic games. I practiced until I could beat Mean Bean Machine. I can do this. I'm a different man already than who I was when I started this marathon. I can easily beat Sonic Drift on my first try. Cinema. That's where I went earlier today. The cinema. $18 points. Oh my god, look at Tails' flag. Tails has seen some stuff. Are you okay, buddy? I have seen crimes. And Sonic was pissed at me. Because he's a sore loser. Tails are just... It reminds me of this emote. Hold on, I think I have it. Let me go to my... Let me scroll through my own emotes. I don't chat enough in my own chat. Reminds me of this one. Okay, so now we just got the red. This one I might have to do in 2 attempts. I'm gonna start with Eggman. Look at him. He's a cute little ball. Welcome back to Green Hill Zone, baby. I really am kind of shaped like an egg. Oh, look at him go. He's so adorable. I don't think he was meant to be adorable, but he's so cute. Look at him go. He's a little... It's like an old man on a scooter. How is he driving 120 on the highway? Being the super genius that he is, he put a fucking car engine in his, like, disability scooter. The ones that the really fat people drive, or old people. That's usually who I see drive, like, those scooters. That's what I'm reminded of. Oh, gosh. Green Hill Zone's the easiest one. Damn! This is the hardest one. I'm celebrating way too early. This was Green Hill Zone. Oh, look at his little smile. I'm a little happy boy. He's so cute. He's like, tee-hee, I win. I made illegal modifications to my vehicle. Which is by far... Damn! The disrespect. I was just giving them a head start. Disrespecting your elders like that, Sonic. I'll teach you. I'll teach you what's what. Once you have the lead, it's very hard to catch up, though. Because you can collide with the other racers. So passing someone is pretty tough. Especially when there's like a bunch of turns on the road. I don't know if the same difficulty applies for the CPU, but it's kind of finicky. Especially in the later stages. I don't know if I'm gonna have an easy time catching up. Boink. Look at me go. Boink. Okay, the music, I'm not gonna lie, the music kind of sucks. Not a single one of these tunes is sticking. But, you know. I'm surprised that the gameplay's fun. Oh my gosh, look at his mouth gaping. How did I not notice that last time? He dislocates his jaw multiple times just to laugh at me. I'm the one controlling him. Why are you laughing at me, buddy? You got beef with me? Gosh, why did they get such a fast start off? Maybe there is a startup boost and I just don't know about it. And everyone else does. See, that's what I mean. I bumped into Tails. Like, what the heck? Oh, gosh. Catching up to people is so hard. The only reason this tune is sticking, by the way, is because it's literally just Sonic Boom from Sonic CD. Actually, no, it's not Sonic Boom, it's Toot Toot Sonic Warrior. Just as good of a banger, by the way. So this game does not get credit just because it has the Sonic CD music in it. Alright? And that's like saying the Sonic 3 movie. It's like the Sonic 3 movie had a good soundtrack because it had Live and Learn in it. It's like, no. That's called plagiarism. Well, I definitely can name, like, a few. Sonic Unleashed soundtrack is one that I really enjoy whenever it shows up in my car. I was listening to Windmill Isle as I was driving on the highway. That was a banger. That was a banger to play while driving. It's like... It goes hard. Right? I would continue humming it, but then I feel like I'd have an aneurysm from all the incoming sound. Gosh, why can't I just pass people? Like, usually, they give, like, the last player an advantage so they can catch up in these kart racing games. But not Sonic Drift. Alright, Sonic Drift just makes it harder to catch up. Which I guess is because it's a single-player game, so they don't need to have pity for the younger sibling who's always in the back because they don't know how to play video games. And I'm not speaking from my experience. I'm speaking from my experience playing with my siblings who are always angry that they're last place. And then they get, like, the bullet bills and the stars and the Mario Karts, and it's like, ooh, nice. Live and learn is easy. Well, if we're going by Crush 40, you got Open Your Heart, you got What I'm Made Of, you got Sonic Heroes, you got Night of the Wind. I'm the Night of the Wind, Will to Fight the Night from the same game. That song I do not know the lyrics of, but I know that most of them are, My will to fight the night. My will to fight the night. I can't wait till we get to Sonic and the Black Knight. Like, that game, I can easily say is a guilty pleasure. Like, most Sonic games that are, like, good or bad, right? Like, most Sonic games I will defend on, like, a quality level. Sonic and the Black Knight is not one of them. Sonic and the Black Knight has a lot of issues, and it's not a great game. But I absolutely love it, despite it not being an amazing game. It is absolutely a guilty pleasure, and the music is one of the biggest reasons. The other reason is because it's Sonic with a sword. In, like, medieval, like, King Arthur era, which is, like, one of my favorite time periods. That's why I tolerate so many isekai, because a lot of them take place in that type of time period. With swords, knights, and dragons and stuff. I love that stuff. Very generic, but at least with Sonic, it was very cool, the way they did that. The final boss music of that game is also a banger, but that's not Crush 40. With Me. Look it up, as a banger. I'm kind of cooking. I don't know how to do the startup boost, but I'm cooking. I'm cooking something. Got 15 points. I'm gonna scrap brains on. Look at that. How do I do startup boost? I want to do a startup boost. I don't know how to do the startup boost. Sonic's gonna pass me, and Tails is gonna pass me, and Amy is not gonna pass me because she's a woman. Oh, never mind. There she is. Damn my misogyny. If only I was a better massager. Oh. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Look at me go, I'm speeding. Looks like we won't get to play as Tails after all. Just like the developers for this game, I'm gonna ignore Tails' existence by barely acknowledging him. Just like his victory portrait. His flag. I hope he gets third place so we can see his flag again. No! Look at me go. Yeah. Oh, now I'm boosting too? Yeah, I need to go faster so I can drift out of the corner even better. I feel like I'm having an easier time with the red cup than I was with the yellow cup. I don't know if that's because Eggman's just kind of cracked or what. But I'm kind of smooth with it, you know? Look at that. Nice. But yeah, to talk about this controller some more, this stuff works with everything. Like, it has, like, different pairing modes for, like, the Bluetooth stuff to work wireless with everything, and it works so much better. Same price as this piece of junk, official from Nintendo. This is better. It works on everything. This one, I can only get to work with Bluetooth on PC, but I can afterwards then use the USB stuff. This, I can do either, and it works perfectly. And it works on PC, it works on phone, it works on the Nintendo Switch, it works on everything. We get an extra credits for doing the red cup. Congratulations. Okay, so I guess we have to do this as every character to get their own unique ending. Since this game is so short, might as well. I might as well do that. So Eggman just flips off Sonic and runs away. That's his ending. Yeah. Like, 8-Bit Do, like, I don't have a lot of their controllers, because usually I do like going for the official stuff. But this controller is essentially just a modern Genesis controller. And the D-pad alone, it feels so quality. Like, I think I'm going to use this controller for every 2D game that I play on stream now. If I ever do Shovel Knight or something, I'm definitely going to use this controller. It's an absolute banger. What are the options? I'm gonna keep it on normal. I think hard would screw me over. Can I turn off music? Oh, this is just a sound select. Let's also do a run as Tails. Just to see if it gives a significantly different ending. Oh my gosh, Tails. I wonder if there's actual, like, differences in stats for the characters. I feel like there might be. Tails just flipping people off. See you later, Sonic. See you later, Tails. Look at me go. Yeah, I feel like Eggman's drift was a bit tighter. Yeah, I'm feeling fairly confident about that. Eggman might have actually just been the goated character. But that's probably why you have the slowest acceleration, maybe. So what's Tails' niche? Does he take longer to spin out because he's got helicopter tails? Don't look at me like that, Tails. He's like... Eggman's pissed. Holy. He's pissed. Gosh. Eggman, take a chill pill. Oh my gosh. Aw, come on. That was some BS. I feel like if you land on the other racer, it should hurt them more than me. Aw, man. Catching up to people is such a nightmare in this game. If you're behind at all, you're just gonna have a bad time trying to catch up. Sonic, get your ass back. No! Like, come on! This road ain't big enough for the both of us, Sonic, you prick. Bro thinks he owns the entire road. Phew, welcome back. How was dinner? Did you have a nice dinner? Eggman is still furious. He's fuming. Oh no. Sonic, don't you do it. Don't you do it, Sonic. I will sue. If you pass me. I don't know what I'd be suing you for, but I'll ask my buddy Nintendo. They'll think of something. I'm their buddy because I bought their expensive product. Oh yeah. Tasted good? Wish you had some side dishes. I had a really good meal today. And I had like a bunch of like little vegetables and peas and stuff with my rice. And then like some chicken with this orangey sauce. It was on the sweeter side. Very nice. It's very tasty. The chicken had a really good like what's it called? Seasoning. That's what it is. Seasoning on the chicken was great. Really tasty meal. I'm glad I didn't eat too much popcorn at the cinema. Because then that meal would have been awful. I got myself a medium basket of popcorn for this occasion. And I finished all of it before the trailers were over. Which is good, because that meant I could pay attention to the movie more. Without, like, instead of just hearing the crunches of bones, I'd hear the crunches of popcorn in my ear. Though I guess I wouldn't have been disturbing anybody except for myself. Since I was alone, once again. Oh, look at me go. Oh, I'm the Sonic Drift Master. Golly. I'm surprised at how strangely addicting this game is. Addictive, sorry. Lenses? Lenses. I know of the eye lenses, but look at that. Photography. No, I'm not talking about photography, my guy. No, cease. You ate this? That seems pretty expensive. Type of grain. Oh, it's something. Is it these things? Oh my! I just had it. There it is. Legume, and that would mean something else. The best lenses for food. Like, why is that such a popular topic? Also got these. All right, nice. Good to know. I don't think I've ever had that. Seems nice though. Oh boy, welcome back to Starlight Zone. Oh my gosh. No, now I'm gonna have to catch up to people. No. No. Catching up is the worst. Like, when you're in the lead, this game's actually really fun. When you're catching up to people, this game sucks. It's not even the act of winning that I like in this game. It's just not having to deal with other drivers. Sonic, don't you move to the left, to the right, I mean. Thank you. You're gonna let me pass you. You're gonna let me do it very nicely, or I'm gonna invent a gun and shoot you. Tails is fully capable of doing that. My source? Sonic Adventure 2. I'll rat you out on purpose, Sonic. I'll get you blown up into space. I'll give you a fake Chaos Emerald, too, so that you can't Chaos Control out of there. Your plot armor won't save you. Just you wait. Sonic Adventure comes around, plot armor saves him. Dang it. Alright, one more zone. And then we're done with Tails' story as well. If I'd known that the red cup would give us, like, actual little story bits at the end. Nothing groundbreaking, but, you know, little story bits nonetheless. I would have just done all 4 campaigns on the hardest one. Though I probably wouldn't have, because I would have thought that it would actually be difficult on the hardest difficulty, but I don't really see a difference. I think it's just speed. I think it's just CC. I think in order to make the racing harder, I'd actually have to go into the options menu and turn on hard mode there. But I don't want to do that. I'm fine playing on normal, actually. I don't want to turn my life into Sonic Drift. A Link to Sonic Drift. Alright. That was a very short invincibility, by the way. Gosh, I'm cruising. I'm cheating with cruise control over here. Look at me go. I almost lapped Eggman. Look at him go. Cute little guy. Little bugger there. He's a little bugger. Good job, Tails. I'm proud of you. So we're gonna get an ending cutscene? Yeah! I did it, Sonic! Give me a hug! Are we gonna point and laugh? No. I'm just gonna beam up into space. Yay! Congratulations! A singular one, because it's Tails, and we don't care about Tails. Wada. He was one hell of a programmer. Shin-chan. I feel like I feel like it's racist if I say that. I'm gonna have to censor that in post. Planner K. Wahaha. Alright. I guess I'll do the other two characters so we can see the little ending pictures. Who knows, maybe I'll unlock something as well. I guess I'll do Amy again. And then we'll do Sonic last. Pink Streak speeds by Amy the Hedgehog. Though this is probably more geared towards Rosie the Rascal. Not the only game featuring Rosie the Rascal that we'll be playing today, by the way. One of the Sega Pico games we're going to be playing today also has her. From what I saw of the screenshots. Oh no, how did I do that? Yeah, look at me go. Aw, man. I don't know if Sonic Drift 2 ends up, like, improving on what's already here. I think it could make for a pretty fun game. I'm surprised that, like, it's a very simple game. But it's fun. It's charming. The way her car moves, and even her facial animations, reminds me of this PS1 game that I own. I might have to pull it off my shelf here. Because I don't remember the name by memory. But it's one that I wouldn't mind playing on stream. I haven't played it in years, but I played it a lot as a kid. And, like, I vividly remember, like, some of the level design in terms of its visuals. And the graphics were very charming in that game. It was a very good-looking game for the PS1. I was super charmed by it. I always loved the visuals as a kid. Now, if I had said PS2 game, then, I would have been referring to Crazy Frog Racer 2. Specifically. I never owned Crazy Frog Racing 1, but I owned the second one. The disc got scratched and I had to throw it away at some point, because it didn't work anymore. That game was a banger. You never played those? Yeah. You know what? I can wait to press continue. Actually, no, I'm gonna do it when the credits are playing, because I can't skip those anyway. Though I guess I could use the emulator speed up function, but I don't like doing that. I'll do it after Amy's story. I'll pull out the game. I think I know where it is, if I still have it. But I think it had Grand Prix in the title, though I might not. That might not be the case. It was also a 2. It was also a second game, a sequel. The suspense must be killing you. Yeah, it was also... I think I played it again like a couple years back. Because I was feeling nostalgic for it. And I remember it being another pretty simple racer as well. In terms of, like, controls and stuff. Like, it was no... It was slightly less complicated than Mario Kart, I think. Look at me go. It's Labyrinth Zone. This is usually like the first part where I start messing up. This is where Sonic lost the sauce. On the easiest difficulty. I should say the lowest speed instead of the easiest difficulty. Because I actually think that this game is slightly easier at higher speeds than it is at the lower speeds. Because you can just drift from one end to the other relatively quickly. Instead of needing to, like, anticipate each turn. I'm not taking that back just because I face-planted once. I'm boosting, baby. Get Amy a speeding ticket, because she's going fast. I can't wait till I get my driver's license, man. The first thing I'm doing when I get my driver's license is a drunk driving stream. Playing Truck Simulator, of course. A real-life drunk driving stream. Go fast. I'm gonna move out of the way a little bit in case Sonic tries to crash into me. Yeah, Eggman's acceleration is just the worst. It's only as Eggman did I ever get run over at the start. But his turning was great. I did drive, but I have a temporary license. It only applies in Belgium, and I can only drive by myself or with, like, an instructor. Or someone who's, like, qualified to instruct. Like my mom, for instance. Like, she has a driver's license for long enough. Once I have my license, I can go outside of the country, and I can take people with me. Like, that second one is a big one for me, because I'd love to take my dad, who doesn't have a license, to the theater with me next time I go to the cinema. Well, not next time, but... Jesus. Amy. Amy, buddy. Why are you slipping? We're supposed to be cooking here. This is why I'm glad I'm not playing on the hardest difficulty. There we go. Yeah, I drove by myself. Which, like, I'm still happy that I can do that now that I've got my 20 hours, my temporary license, but... I want to be done with, like, the exam and stuff. My first chance at an exam is gonna be in, June. After I come back from, Dusseldorf. For Dokumi. I think the week after that, I have my first exam. I couldn't plan one earlier, because initially I wanted to plan one earlier, so that I could hopefully first try my exam and then drive to Dusseldorf. And also pick up Selkie along the way. But we ended up being forced to take trains, because the earliest appointment I could take was in June. Like, yeah, June. And Dusseldorf, Dokumi is on the final weekend of May. Oh my gosh. Amy, buddy. It's also the one holiday I'm taking off of work. Which makes it sound like I work a lot. But, you know, it's just the one time where I won't work the 2 days on the weekend. Golly. If I could disable the music here, I'd play the Sonic R track over it, and then I could play this game for hours. We did it, Amy! So now we watch the little cutscene when the credits are rolling for, like, the 10 people that worked on this game. I'll go grab that PS1 copy. So that I remember its name. She's so cute. Yeah, that car definitely gives me vibes of... Aww. Adorable. The credits are rolling. Now's my moment. This is the moment. Yeah. I found it. The game is called Motor Toon Grand Prix 2. And look at the little car. That's just a red version of Amy's car in Sonic Drift. And the animation in this game is very, like, pop and stretchy. I liked this game quite a bit when I played it a couple years back. And I liked it a lot when I was a kid. It's a banger. Who knows, I'll probably play it on stream at some point. Yay! Okay, now we got one more. One more story. And that's Sonic's. Let's get that little title card at the end for Sonic. Alright. We've never been here before. It's Green Hill Zone. Okay, looks like Sonic does not have the fastest acceleration. He's probably just got the highest top speed. I wonder what would make me guess that. The fastest thing alive! Aw, shit, I ran into a tree. Aw, man, I swore. That's no good. Now how am I gonna get approved on YouTube Kids? A PSX? You mean a PlayStation 1? And N64, and we'd be playing all those random kart racers. That's cool. Like, I like a lot of the old, like, kart racer games. That was a fad that I quite enjoyed. Though I didn't have friends who played video games growing up. Despite the fact that I'm at the perfect age to where, like, so many people of my generations love video games. But I just somehow managed to avoid all the gamers in my schools growing up. It wasn't until, like, high school that I found another person who also played video games. And even then, none of them played, like, more obscure and old at the time stuff. They would only play, like, Call of Duty. Or, like, when it got relevant eventually Among Us during, like, COVID. Like, I never regretted that, because having normie friends definitely gave me some advantages in life. And I love my normie friends, they're great. But it would have been great growing up to have, like, at least one person I could geek out with. Tried to convert some of my friends to be, like, into anime and games and stuff. Some of them I succeeded too well with. And some of them were like, yeah, no. One of my mates, he got super into anime. And hentai, too. That last one I did not recommend. That was all him. Dang, that's impressive. The middle part of this track, like the patch of grass or whatever it is on the map, reminds me of one of the beans from Mean Bean Machine. I have trauma. Oh yeah, look at me speeding by. Oh man. When you don't face plant in anything, you don't go out of bounds, like, so satisfying. Ooh, let me go. Yes. Oh, that was a good one. I almost lapped Amy. Under a minute. That's right, ladies. I finish in under a minute. They call me Sonic. Unlike Knuckles, I don't get it off by myself. By the way, I'm gonna at least showcase a lot of the compilations that I find. Like, if there's any differences with the re-releases of the games, I'm gonna at least showcase them. I might not, like, go for 100% on them if they're games we've already beaten before, but I'll at least show them off. Like Sonic Jam, for example, made some changes to the original Sonic games, so that one I think is at least worth showing off. And, because of me looking into that stuff a bit more, I realized that Sonic Jam Gamecom is actually considered one of the worst Sonic games. And it is the last game right before Sonic Adventure, so I'm glad I managed to find that out and I didn't accidentally skip over it. Ooh, make your own adventure stuff. That's cool. I still don't have any, like, friends I do that with. But that always seemed cool to me, because I'm a big old LARPer. I like RPing by myself. Like, if VR chat wasn't so freaky, and I'd have a bit more confidence with not encountering freaky people, I feel like I would have been really into VR chat. That and, you know, VR itself being kind of annoying to set up on a whim. It's not even really true, to be honest, though. Like, whenever I was, like, playing the games that I actually really enjoyed, I wouldn't mind setting it up every day. Like Moss. Those are great games. I need to continue Vertigo as well. That's also a banger game. From, like, the 2 hours that I played. Fought a little tentacle monster after the opening prologue. That was fun. As an anime fan, I'm a big old fan of tentacle monsters. Aw, man, I spun out. That's cringe. I like how I go, like, horizontal when I'm about to spin out. Yeah, I can drive horizontally. Just my car just facing 90 degrees to the left or right. Don't worry about it. Aw, man, that's cool as hell. Like, that's super neat. Big old fantasy movies. Oh, boy. This looks like a little snake. Oh, gosh. Oh. Oh, I almost spun out there. That spring saved my life. Thank you, spring. Boing. Oh, I'm boosting. I'm boosting. Look at my hair. It's like 2 M's stacked on top of each other when I'm boosting. Oh, no. And with this, we're in the final lap. The final lap for Sonic Drift. I don't think there's any other game modes and stuff in this game. Well, there's free mode. I don't know what the difference would be between free mode and this, though. Guess I'll check it out. Yeah, nice. We did it! Alright, let's look at that. Let's look at that final blip. He just ignores everyone else. Everyone else has, like, stuff where, like, other people are interacting with him. Not this one, though. Whoops. Let me... I wanted to do one of these. Boop. Goodbye. I didn't want to time them out. There we go. That's much better. Eh. Yahoo, we did it. Good job, Sega. You made Sonic Drift. Good job. So, unlock nothing else? No. Let's free run. I guess if you want to practice a specific level. I mean, sure. Well. That's what I do when I'm bored. Well, I guess that's it. That's Sonic Drift. I'll do the hard mode on my own time, and if it unlocks anything, I'll do it on stream as well. Let's close this. F1. What's the next game, actually? Is it also a Game Gear one? We've got the Sega Pico. Sonic the Hedgehog's Game World is next. So let's load that one. Close content. Actually, let's make a save state. Why not? And, oh my gosh. Back. Let me go to... I guess I'll just close it. Why not? Load content. Let me go to my start directory, please. The Pico, Sonic the Hedgehog's Game World. Oh, yes. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? It's Sonic the Hedgehog's Game World for the Sega Pico. Isn't that nice? The answer is yes. Yay! Let me put... I think I can put that at the same sound. Why not? Pen down. Pen up. Pen down. Pen up. Pen down. Pen down. Pen up. Oh, I think this one I couldn't get to work with this controller setup. So we're going for the other one. I'm going for the old tried and true. Let me turn this off. One player. Let's start with easy. What's with the page stuff? I did select easy. Yes, this is okay. I want to be Amy. Yes. I love Amy. I don't know. You tell me. What shall we play? Flag?
What shall we play?
I don't know. I'm confused. Oh. There we go. Have you played the flag game? No. Whoops, I accidentally backed out. Whoops. Whoops. What's going on? There we go. What the? Who are you? What's going on? See you, Luca. Have a good one. What's going on? Pen on pad, okay. That's the one. Still want to be Amy. She a cutie. How can I don't know, Amy. I don't know. Oh. Hoops. All right. I'm so confused. What kind of animal is a Sonic? You know? I don't know. You're starting to make me doubt my entire beliefs. I don't know. It's a bunny. Okay, the controls here are weird. So this is normally, like... Normally it's one of these things, right? Which shouldn't be too hard to emulate, but, I think I might have diddled with my settings a bit. Oh, oops. Pen on pad. Oh. Okay, so when they're over there. Yeah, look at me go. Surprisingly harder than I thought it would be. Alright, I got 3. Oh, it looks like I got 4, actually. Yay! Alright. Let's do that one next. I don't know. What? Huh? I'm so confused right now. Earlier today, I tried to set this stuff up with mouse and keyboard, since it feels like that would suit this. But I I couldn't get that to work, so I was like, oh, maybe with controller I could at least get the cursor to move. But this is something.
What shall we play?
This is a fun amusement park.
What shall
Race? What does that rabbit have to do with the race? What do you...
What shall we play?
Is this the hoops one? Yeah, this is the hoops one. Aw, man, press the wrong button like a dingus. You know, this ain't Sonic Drift. I can tell you that. Got 16 again.
What shall we play?
I don't know. So this is also hoops. What? Always been let me get a perfect score on hoops. I might have to pull up the wiki to see what minigames there are, so that I can at least make sure we do all of them. I feel like I owe that to myself, as a Sonic fan. W.
What shall we play?
Now, earlier when I started this game, I was at a different part of the park. Yes, this is a great amusement park, Amy, I agree. It's such fun. Why is it hoops again? No. Let me just fucking... Yuck. My balls. Yuck. She's still gonna say yeah. No, never mind. So, this is the hoops. So why can't I pick... a Sonic Ball? It's a different game. $50. $50. Let me go. Look at me go. This game for children is pathetic. Look at me go. Acing the competition. Sonic's... Look at Eggman's little tidy whities at the top. Cinema. Look at those purple little glasses. Isn't that nice?
What shall we play?
You tell me, buddy.
What shall
I don't know. Why is the bunny there? Shouldn't there be a minigame at the race?
Yay!
Sonic? Yeah! Let's... whoops. I shouldn't have pressed anything. So.
Yay!
Yeah! Let's play!
What shall we play?
I'm so confused. No! I didn't mean to go to the title screen. Okay, let me go to the wiki page to see what minigames there are. Because we've done 2 of them. There's apparently 4 areas. Let me just read. Educational video game. To play it, the player needs to drag the magic pen on the drawing pad to move a cursor. When the player starts the game, they'll be able to choose whether to play with 1 or 2 players. They'll also be granted the option to play Sonic, Amy, or Tails. The game is divided into 4 areas, which features several mini-games the player can play, which are not necessary for progression. The player will be given the option to choose an easy or hard degree of difficulty for the gameplay. Throughout the game, the player can get messages from either Sonic, his friends, or Dr. Robotnik on the last page of the storyware. The player can also create their own artwork using elements and special effects. Okay. So I don't know how, but in the first area, you got car race. The player needs to win a race against 3 other opponents. Tap the red button. Sonic Ball. That's the one that we played. Tree climb. Okay, but it doesn't tell me where I can reach them. Hoops. The players will find I played Hoops. I played Sonic Ball. So, somewhere in the first area, we should be able to get car race and tree climb. Good to know. You know what? Let's go hard. I'm gonna keep playing as my goat, Amy.
What shall we call it? What shall
I'm so confused.
What shall we call it?
Yeah, this is some BS about the amusement park being fun or some stuff. But
What shall we? What shall we call it?
guess I'll play Hoops again. Oh, it's going significantly faster. Which means you need to time it differently. It's pretty dang early.
What shall we call it?
I keep doing that. I need to stop doing that.
Yay!
What's with this page nonsense? Red button, pen button, pen on storyware, pen on pad. So confused. So darn confused. Yes. Huh? Where am I? Is this because I was on a different page? Do the pages bring you to different areas? I'm trying to press all the buttons I can.
Yay!
This is so confusing. This is why game preservation is important. Alright, so that people don't need to do stuff like this if they want to experience older games. A hedgehog.
What shall we?
It's hoops. I didn't click on hoops, but it's hoops. Nice.
What shall we call it? What shall we?
Oh, okay. So now I managed to make it to a different page. Pen on pad? Actually, pen on storyware. Robotnik's Bop. Got the red button, and I got this. So this is gonna be whack-a-mole. Called it. Good, great, awesome, outstanding, amazing. So this is what Sonic Adventure was referencing. I got the try again score? Yikes, that's cringe.
What shall we?
You can do better.
Yay!
Buddy,
What shall we call
this isn't your game, Sonic. Shoot Scram Skedaddle. Let me bop it. Okay, I might have to play this game on easy mode just because I can't move it that fast. Can't move it any faster. That's still a try again score? Okay, buddy, I'm going to page 0. We're playing easy mode. I'm not built for this. Alright. Amy's the goat, though. I don't know why it sometimes brings me here.
What shall we call it?
You'd think the race would be available here, but... Nope.
What shall we call it?
Let's play the Bop It game now. Oh.
What shall we call it?
These NPCs are starting to piss me off. Sonic, do not talk to me. I want to bop Robotnik, okay? That's what I'm here for? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Maybe the people complaining about Doom and stuff had a point. This is violent. It's teaching my kids violence. My kids from 1996. Oh man. Excellent. Look at that. Good job, Amy. Good job.
What shall we call it?
I don't know, you tell me. Just kidding, we're playing Flag. Nope, it's Tails. Have you played the Flag game? No, I was trying to play it. You got in my way. Tails? Tails. I'm going to murder you. And I will not regret it. Tails! I just want to play the game! What's with the NPC bollocks? I accidentally went to page 3. I wanted to go to page 2. Bruh. Bruh.
What shall we play?
No. I'm going to kill Tails. First chance I get. And these fucking NPCs are going right next to him.
Yay!
Sonic?
Yay!
I hate this game. You don't say! Is he now?
What shall we?
Yay!
Sonic. Don't talk to me.
What shall we play?
Okay, I guess.
Let's start.
Oh.
Where is he? Let's start. Where is he?
Here.
Let's start.
I'm learning a lot here. Supposed to teach your kid object permanence.
Where is he? Let's start.
You only got 2 lines, huh? Couldn't afford a third? Like, no way! I can't believe this! You know, that one.
Where is he?
Which one?
I lost.
There it is. There's another line. Isn't that nice?
What shall we play?
Well, there's probably nothing else here. I will beat you. The Diamond Maze. All right. Or am I just supposed to go down here? Oh. See you later, Eggman. Amy's friggin' strong. You're cooked, buddy. You're cooked.
I lost.
No way! I can't believe it! Sorry. Oh, internet's dying. That's cringe. The battle is over. I've never had this much whiplash before in my life. I'm sure this game would have been very charming if I had actually been able to play it on the actual Sega Pico. I wonder how much that goes for. Okay, so that pauses, sadly. Best way to play Sega Pico games. Let's take a look. I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of curious to see how much a Sega Pico goes for. My curiosity is killing me. They will never leer. Ooh. Rare, tested with one game. $190. $94 with 5 games and chords. Dang, that's pretty impressive. $300. Holy moly. Anyway, that was Sonic the Hedgehog's Game World. What a game. Like I said, like if I can get this to work properly, I wouldn't mind playing this one again just to experience everything this game has to offer, because I didn't get to play all the minigames. But like in its original form with like the little drawing pad stuff, I'm sure that this would have been a pretty cool toy to have as a kid. So I'm not gonna harp on it too much, because I kind of regret how much I absolutely shat on Sega Sonic because I didn't play it with a trackball. Though, you know, that game was very frustrating when playing it without a trackball, but, you know. Yeah, let's connect my other controller again for the next game, because we're playing Sonic Spinball 8-bit next. I think if I just press start, connects, yeah. Once you've connected it once, let's just press start. It's that easy. Let's go to my start directory. Sonic Spinball actually got released on the Master System as well, so it's not just the Game Gear. Sonic Origins, you have the Game Gear version. I'm gonna play the Master System version because that's usually just the better one. This game has continues. The 8-bit version has continues. That's crazy. That is actually crazy. When the 16-bit version doesn't have that, that's crazy. I feel like I gotta dock some points from regular Sonic Spinball for that. We also got actual Sonic flying. Isn't that epic? Let's turn up the audio a bit. Oh yeah. Toxic pools. Oh my god, look at Eggman's face. I think I peed myself a little bit. My controls are inverted. Oh well. I'm guessing the goal is still the same as with regular Sonic Spinball. Just get the emeralds, go to the boss, and that's it. I keep going down that hole. Send me down a different hole, please. Actually, hold on. Yeah. Looks like the level design here is very similar to, it's not the same, but it's similar to the Genesis version. Which does concern me. I'm not gonna lie. I won't sugarcoat it. Oh boy. Okay, sure, bring me down this one. Nice, now we're in this section. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I see how it is. Okay, looks like the stuff at least stays gone. So our lives do actually have that function. Golly, the frame rate. Okay, this definitely controls way more awkward than Spinball 16-bit. Which is a good sign. Because controls are not important at all in a pinball/Sonic game. They're like secondary. If even that. Oh, they do have the worm guys. Then why didn't they show up earlier? Is it still with the minecart stuff? Ooh, we got actual, like, little pinball things here. And Sonic Spinball? Why, I would never. Oh, golly. This is just gonna devolve into another 8-hour Sonic Spinball stream. Because if so, I hope that it at least is as good as Spinball. You have 1 emerald. You need 2 more, so there's 3 as well. Just like in Sonic Spinball. The real one. Man, this is already, like, on the precise side for my liking. Especially with how weird this feels. Now, I know that a lot of this is because I just played Spinball, right? Like the actual Spinball. So obviously in my brain I'm gonna compare it, right? And I shouldn't do that because one of them's a Genesis game, the other one's a Master System game. So comparing Sonic 3 and Knuckles to Sonic Chaos. It's not very fair to Sonic Chaos. my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh golly. Should probably change my stream category, actually. It's a great idea, me. Sonic Drift. Nuh-uh. Sonic Spinball. 8-bit. Okay, it's not found under 8-bit. Maybe under Master System? No. Oh, let's just play Sonic Spinball then. Alright. Look at that little pause button. Look at that. Isn't that nice? I don't know why I decided that was a good idea. Okay, that was not bad. Boom. Nice. Whoa, that was way too much speed. What the heck is going on with these physics, man? I'm just crawling along the ceiling sometimes. You need to collect all the emeralds. Okay, so that's where the boss is then. Oh my gosh. Man, getting, like, scaling a wall like this used to be a heck of a lot easier in Sonic Spinball. Golly. Okay, so that's another entrance to the boss. I haven't even seen the other emeralds, by the way. there's an emerald. So we need one more. Instead of shooting it at an angle, if you jump at it, like from like the top there, it'll most likely just roll you inside, which isn't bad necessarily, but it's also not very good. Damn it, we're back here. Fuck. Sure. Let's go this way again. Man, the physics here are so gosh dang bad, man. Like this might actually be the worst 8-bit like version of a Sonic game so far. And I think the only one that's gonna come close to it is Sonic Blast. And I'm literally just judging that game by its looks. Because that game's an ugly-ass game. Oh, I just need to land in the tubes to the left and right. I think I landed in the left one before, right? In which case now I'd need to land in the blue one. How is that not perfect, by the way? Like, these pipes should practically be sucking you up with how bad the physics are. But they don't. These devs were actually like, just let the player play, like, pray to God. Like, I cannot believe that the first level's already this frustrating. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god! This is so bad! Why did you need to make an 8-bit version of this game and make it this bad? Like, I get you want people to at least have a Genesis at this point. You don't need to punish people for owning the Master System. Or the Game Gear, for that matter. It's fucked up. I'm going to cry myself to sleep. It might be the left one that we haven't tried yet. That seems like the harder one to get into. Oh. I was wrong about how to get there, but I did get there on accident. And now we can go to the boss fight. Finally, I'm definitely going to use save states, even with the continues. Just in case. I'm also going to change my controls around for the next level. For one, I want to map the flippers to L and R, and I also want to reverse my face buttons. Oh man, I didn't mean to do that. So what was down here? Oh, it would have just shot me back up. Also, you know what? I'm going to change my controls now. I got time. Port 1 control. D-pad's fine. Let's inverse these. Button 2. Button 1. Let's also put left and right bumper. Button. So we switch these around. I think that's a left and a right, so 2 and 1. No, it's right and left. I don't know. We'll find out. I might need to reverse these. Somehow only my left bumper does it. My right bumper does not. Which is weird. So left bumper was left, so that's correct. So it should be button 2 as well. Which it is. Oh well. Well, at least I got the face buttons to work correctly. That's something. No, I just need to get back up there. Thank you. Boom, boom. Nice. All right. Oh no. So that doesn't kill me, just brings me back here. Which is fine. If I had to choose a place to be brought back to, this is probably the one I'd pick. Not that. I would not have picked that. Now I need to go back to the fucking bottom, bro. How come there's no other way out of here, man? Also, why doesn't that do anything? What the? What's all this? Of course, I managed to clip through the gosh darn bumpers. It's exactly what I want to experience in a pinball game. Okay, no. Gosh, he's so handsome. That's level 1. Whoops. I'm absolutely using save states. I don't care. I proved myself with actual Sonic Spinball. I will mash save states if I need to. Oh. What a wacky bonus stage. What's the deal? Isn't that nice? Sonic does drop like a rock, but this is kind of nice. I wonder what decides what opens that. Whatever. Oh, yeah. Is that a one-up? Just do not mind if I yes on a one-up. I will not be rejecting that one-up. No bonus. What about the one-up? Lava Powerhouse. Here we are. So as you can see, like, it does try to emulate 16-bit Sonic Spinball. But, you know. If you wanted a slightly worse version of Sonic Spinball, with significantly worse physics, here you go. You sick freak. Oh no. Okay, definitely pressed the wrong button. I cheat. And I have no shame. I cheat. With no shame. Oh. Those high-pitched noises, they remind me of a creepypasta. Use buttons to activate Steam. Huh, they actually give you the controls for these. You have 1 emerald. You need 2 more. Okay. Okay, looks like the level design here is also pretty much the same for this specific level. Which makes me feel even less shame about using save states, because I already know these levels. I've played these games before. It was preparing its frames for shooting me. Out of the cannon. Ready all cannons, open fire! Now getting to those platforms actually seems a little bit easier in this game than it was on the 16-bit version. Now we got all 3. Time for the boss fight. Golly, I sure do love the boss fight. Ready all cannons. Open fire. You don't need to do the stupid bouncing stuff, which I think is gonna make this level go by way faster. The fact that you don't have to do the bouncing on the birds, though, it does take away a lot of the fun of the level. Damn, this level is pretty much a 1-to-1. Like this level feels like a full-on demake. Like, yes, the first level also tried to go for toxic tunnels. like in general, like this, it was the general same level design, but it was slightly more annoying, in my opinion. This one was significantly easier in the 8-bit version, aside from the jank. Whoops. Still gonna keep cheating, though. Excuse me. Jesus. Oh, do we just get to do the same one until we either beat it or... until we reach the end of the game? The sprite here does look very cute. That is always a bonus. Fuck it, let me get out of here. Just let me skedaddle. You know what? Let me just go through. Or not. But okay. I'm not gonna keep questioning this. I'm just gonna keep going. Hey, vamos. Oh, you only get to keep the item boxes you collect if you get to the end. That's fair enough, I suppose. The machine. Whoops. I wanted to press F2. I do like the Eggman logo on the map screen. Super scary. Would have made me absolutely piss myself as a kid. Ooh. Now this level I've always considered one of the harder ones in the regular game. I'm sure this version's gonna be... I don't know, actually. Depends on if they manage to bring over the gear system. If they did, then I think this one might actually end up being harder. You're not gonna get me with that shit, man. I'm not doing it. Well, they managed to bring this over. Thank God for that, because I love that part. I'm sure it's gonna make a lot of sense in this version of the game as well. At least the locations are all the same, so I can use my knowledge of the emeralds to collect everything faster. I'm glad I played the original Sonic Dash the way that I did, Sonic Spinball the way that I did. That game was fun. This game's also, like, okay. If you had no other way of playing Sonic Spinball, which, you know, like, if you're only playing through, like, legal means, then the Game Gear version's the only version of the game that Sega has re-released. Which is, I think that might be considered a crime. With 16-bit Sonic Spinball is actually pretty good. Well, you can play it on the Nintendo Switch. If you have the, if you have a Nintendo Switch Online, you can play Sonic Spinball on there. The actual good one. But if you have Sonic Origins, you can play this version, except slightly worse than this, even. The only thing that I think is better about this version of the game is it removes some of the padding, which, especially for this specific version of the game on a handheld console with, from what I've heard, a pretty limited battery life. In that scenario, I actually think Sonic Spinball 8-bit cutting the fat is a really good thing for making it more palatable as a handheld game. And, you know, the lives and continues are absolutely phenomenal. Okay, this one doesn't have the gear thing. Instead, it has... It just has multiple things. Where's the emerald? Oh, I'm still waiting on it. Is that all of them? You have... Oh, yeah. Yeah. You could never do it this fast in Sonic Spinball 16-bit. Except if you're maybe a speedrunner. But I'm sure that the speedrunners would be able to do it faster here. I'd be surprised if Sonic Spinball 16-bit has a shorter speedrun time than 8-bit. Considering how much fat the 8-bit version trims. I kind of want to unlock all these. Well... It's fine. All it does is give you extra points anyway. Releasing all the animals should have made this boss incredibly easy. Like, it should have made it so that he couldn't bring in any animals. It only takes 3 hits? That's super generous. Boom. Okay, now I just need to reach him to the bottom. If we can get back down. In the 16-bit version, it was hard to stay up here. You had to do, like, some finagling. Here, I can't get down. Like, shooting straight up is quite a bit harder in this version, in my opinion. I feel like I have less control on the flippers itself than I did in 16-bit. Though the game does slightly make up for that by making Sonic himself control a little bit more freely in 8-bit. Okay, you can't just wombo combo him from the inside as easily. That is a minus point towards 8-bit. That was like the best part of this boss fight, just being able to stay in here and just. That was the best part. Whoa. Oh, this one works slightly differently. Instead of just being an arbitrary amount of hits, you actually need to destroy all the red parts on the inside. Okay. I see what you're cooking up. It would be great if I could get in through some other means. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, Sonic, please. It shouldn't be this easy to stay up here. Huh? I was holding the flippers up. How did that hit him? There we go. Jeez Louise. Nice. It's the last bonus level. If this game has the same amount of levels as the Genesis version, which I'm assuming it does. Oh, it's water. Spin to win. Gosh, what a powerful jump. Let's go further down, boy. Oh, it's a big fish that can keep swimming outside of the water. Would have been great if he just started flapping on the ground. Fish don't flap. They flop. No, they don't. I'm sure they have a great career. Oh my god. I'm trying to go to the treasure. You know, I spent too much time here. Is this the last room? Wish there was an easier way to tell. I do love Sonic Sprite in this version of the game. I can say that for both versions of Sonic Spinball, to be honest. He looked cute in both games. It's a bit cooler in the Genesis game, but he was adorable in this game. And I like the colors in both versions. Oh my god, man. I have no control in the air there. At least I got some rings. That's something. Thank God I didn't get more rings. It's starting to hurt my ears. The final showdown. Man, Eggman looks creepy here. I love that. Dr. Ivo Robotnik. I like this theme. Boom. Okay, that's one. Okay, so we still got the pulleys. Still got, I'm assuming we still have the ones that are all the way on the right here. Oh my gosh. Okay, it is built differently though. Looks like it might be slightly harder this time around. Which, Daddy's not a fan of. I like the ones on the far side here. Man, I keep getting there accidentally. I want to get to that spring. I think that one's going to be important. I'm stuck. Big jump, thank you. I just don't have the faith in the flippers as I did in the 16-bit version. Just look at the jank on this thing. Holy moly. Come on. Yes, good. How many more do we need? We've got 3. 2 more? Yes. Big balls. Very impressive. Daddy likes his balls big. Okay, one more. I'm guessing the one that's over there with the spring. Oh man. I gotta make it back up there. Yikes. I'm assuming that those pits work the exact same way as in the original, in which case that's very scary. Because there's not even a safeguard in this version of the game. The Japanese have been here. What was that? Oh no, I unlocked Hero Brine. You could absolutely make me believe stuff like that as a kid. There's gotta be a better way for this. Yes, okay. I want to fall down the middle, preferably. Thank you. Why does it keep pushing me all the way up? I don't like that. I don't like all that automation. This isn't Sonic Forces. It's Sonic Spinball. Thank you, Sonic Spinball, for not being Sonic Forces. Oh, you're not gonna push me all the way up there, huh? You're only gonna do it when it wastes my time. Oh man. Aw, man. That's tough. Just like in the original, except with more jank. I like how you could see me crouch and then jump. And let's be honest, if you've played a Sonic game, you know what the inputs are for a spin dash. In a 2D Sonic game specifically, I should say. So at some point in the future, they decided it deserves its own button. Which was pretty based. Oh. I felt like that one felt like it should have been the one. Ay, 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 ay. I think this version of the game would be significantly more enjoyable if it wasn't as so choppy. I think that's the biggest, like, even more so than the collision, I have a bigger issue with how choppy it is. I've got lives. I've got lives. Got plenty of lives. And I get to keep the emeralds and stuff after I die, so I'm not even gonna load my save state. that I do have. Can I... Hold on. That's the one I'm missing. Can I just... get it by getting a cheeky bounce? Not like this, I won't. No. W. I think my knees are blocking the Bluetooth shit. This is why I don't like Bluetooth. Fucking sucks. Now it registers as an Xbox 360 controller. Look at that. Stuff like this just chopping about is the worst part of this entire game. Like, the physics I have an issue with. I absolutely do. Like, just being able to clip through random stuff is not fun. But you could clip through random stuff in Sonic Spinball 16-bit as well. But the game looked... The game ran so smoothly, and it looked so good that it was like, I didn't really care. Here, I think the game looks fine. But it being so choppy, it ain't it. That's the worst part by far. So now we have all 5 emeralds, now we can go kill Eggman. AKA Dr. Robotnik. Beat the Nick. That's a Sonic character. Hi everyone, I'm Beat the Nick. Damn, what a launch. Holy moly. I actually need to go down the middle here specifically. Oh no, I'm falling. And I'm back. Whee! You've seen Sonic go to space, but have you seen him go to space, leave space, and then go to space again? In the span of 10 seconds? Didn't think so. Oh my gosh, oh my god, oh my god, how did I miss that? Golly. Okay, this final boss is on the easier side, from the looks of it, but it's definitely a lot clearer what I'm supposed to be doing, compared to the boss in 16-bit. Oh my god, look at his demon eyes. This game is so much more in common with a creepypasta than the average Sonic game. His eyes were bleeding hyper-realistic blood. What? Isn't that cute? Oh no, I missed. Beware, I live. The only reason I know that Sinistar line is from Peanut Butter Gamer. Oh, Beatnik, you better beware, for I live. I like how, like, he sometimes just flickers off screen, like, on multiple parts. This boss was definitely significantly easier than the 16-bit version. In general, I'd say this game was easier than the 16-bit version. But, I don't know, I think I do prefer this version of the fight, and that's only because of the camera from the 16-bit version. If the 16-bit version was zoomed out, like where you could actually see the boss fight the entire time, the 16-bit version would be better. When it comes to that boss fight specifically, and also in my opinion, you can still prefer the 16-bit version of the boss fight as well. That's up to you. But personally, I think the 8-bit final boss is better, because it was much clearer what I had to do. Nothing was, like, there was no off-screen bollocks. Man, this version of the game was pretty dang easy. Like, I did use save states, yes, but in total, I think I died like 4 times. And I had 6 continues, which is great. Absolutely fantastic. That was fun. I didn't expect Sonic Spinball. The first level was the hardest in the game. I'll let that sink in. The first level was definitely the hardest for 8-bit Sonic Spinball. Which is kind of crazy to think about. But it's true. Of course, they kept the winking Sonic from the 16-bit version. Why you gotta do that? That was the worst part of that game. Yeah. I did select 7 continues, so. There's normal and easy as well? I thought it would be normal and hard. Damn. Okay. Oh. We've got one more game this stream. Let's exit. And let's turn this off for a little bit. I think so, at least. Yeah, we have Tails and the Music Maker, and then next week we have Sonic and Knuckles. Isn't that crazy? Now, Tails and the Music Maker is similar to the other... to the game we played before Sonic Spinball 8-bit. In the sense that it's also a Pico game, so it's also not going to work well on the way that I'm playing it. So that's just going to be... that's going to be a disclaimer. Let's... I'm just gonna type in Sonic for this. Just Sonic. Alright. Load a core, load content. Start directory. Sega. Pico. Tails and the Music Maker. Pico Drive. Let me... That's right. 1994. This sure is Tails and the Music Maker. I need to turn the page. Oh, we could jump. Oh. No, page 1. The high we jump. What's the hand on the top left? Let's go to page 2, I guess. Eggman's flying by. He's gonna steal the music maker, isn't he? What's Eggman doing there, What's he doing back there? Let's just go to the next page. Is this the music maker? I'm guessing this is where I can interact with the Pico stuff. No? For some reason, pressing down on the D-pad lets him do this little joyful jump. Hey, Sonic. How are you? Sonic does not look pleased. Test page. Okay, let's look at the wiki page for Sonic the Music Maker. Tails the Music Maker. The Japanese version of the fucking of Sonic's Game World, or whatever it's called. Yeah, Sonic's Game World had gambling in it. That's the version I played. Why didn't I get to the gambling? That pees me off, man. Well, let's go to the wiki page for Tails Music Maker. Objective of Tails and the Music Maker is to learn scales, tempo, rhythm, and about instruments. Along with matching music to the correct instrument and basic piano knowledge, the player may also create their own music and art. Magic pen placement, click on Tails, hover, move cursor, follow. Okay, the direction buttons are for walking, jumping, all that stuff. Second page features Tails and Green Hill. Clicking on the coconuts and the trees in the background will make them drop, and the turtle will walk to the corresponding palm tree. That's just not true. Clicked on it many a times. This game's trying to lie to me. And now it's gonna slowly. There it is. Okay, now this is actually sick. I'm glad I didn't quit playing the game. Playing Green Hill Zone. No, Tails! Hey, hey, hey. Good job, Tails. I'm proud of you. Oh, there's more to this one. I'm speedrunning, baby. Look at this. Isn't this adorable? Aw, damn. Tails got hurt. I mean, dang. It's the last game for today, guys. Better enjoy it. Oh, I'm allergic to education. Oh my gosh. I'm surprised there's more. But it's getting creepier and creepier. This game could easily be adapted into another creepypasta. I'm just saying. Where's Tails the Music Maker.exe? Nice. This is this first one again. How do I get out of here? Oh. What button did I press? That's the button I needed to press. Oh, I'm supposed to stay off those ones. Nope. Get back here, Tails. See ya later, frog. Froggy. Look at that big jump. See ya later, Tails. Oh no. Boy, boy, boy. Goodbye. I was gonna wait here. I'm a smart man. I'll be the last man standing. You're dead, buddy. No! I'm gonna win this one. I can just hold the button. Yeah, I like how happy Tails stays. Nothing gets him down. Even the death of innocent frogs. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, it's on my ass. Dang it! Man, oh man. So many other things I could be doing right now. I'm playing musical chair with a bunch of frogs. There's a two-tailed fox. An educational game. This is what I chose to do with my life. And I have no regrets. This is peak. This last showdown is the scary one. Okay, I think I should be fine. 07, buddy. I killed all of them. They all drowned. Just bully the turtle. Because I can't keep bullying the turtle. It didn't work that time. But I can, actually. You're cooked, buddy. Page 2. Oh, we got a little bit of pinball in my Sonic game. Why is the screen getting dark? I didn't mean to go to the next page. I just like pressing the bumpers too much, man. You're never truly done with Sonic Spinball. Tails is going to heaven now. He's in a better place now. Okay, so we got pinball. Something else I can do on the screen? Oh. That's crazy. That might actually be peak. I want to tap on Robotnik. Okay, tapping on Robotnik does nothing. Disappointed. That ruined my day. Pen on pad. Oh, hey, it's Robotnik. This is some fantastic music. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, dum 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 yeah. Dum 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 dum. This is a banger. Oh my gosh, there's more? There's more of Peak to enjoy? Yep, dip, dip, down, 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 down. We get to play Breakout with musical notes, but they all sound like they're trying to kill me through frequencies. They said the Lavender Town Syndrome creepypasta wasn't real, it was fake, it was an internet rumor, little creepypasta. But no, it's real. They just got the name wrong. It was actually Tales in the Music Maker that had this high-frequency noise that made children want to kill themselves in a video game. Good on you, Tails. Good job. Oh my gosh, there's more! There's more Peak! How do they keep doing this? This is hurting my ears so much. I'm glad this is the last game we're playing and not the first. If I'm not streaming Demon Tides tomorrow, it's because I'll be dying from a headache. Because of this game, specifically. Scarlet was a fun movie, man. I'm gonna be thinking about that one tonight when I'm done streaming. It was way more unique than I thought it would be. It kind of reminded me of the Prince of Egypt a little bit. Like, it had some biblical vibes when it came to, like, the journey to the promised land. It's pretty cool. I kind of wish it did go a bit more in the direction that I was expecting with, like, the villainous stuff. Well, not villainous, but, like, you know, the shoujo protagonist in the fantasy setting where she's a badass going for revenge. And, like, she is that, and she's also hella cute, and, you know, there was definitely an element there. There was romance, which is what I was there for. But the romance, I don't know. It wasn't that good in my opinion, the romance between, I think his name was Shinji? No. Hijiri, that was the name of the guy. He was a paramedic, and she is, you know, a knight trying to get revenge for, you know, her dad dying. You know, revenge as a knight comes with bloodshed, and the paramedic's like, no, don't do that. You're giving me too much work. And, like, that's kind of their dynamic, is them just learning to understand each other. And, like, they are sweet. Like, like, I genuinely do think that they were a very vibey... Like, they definitely had the vibe. But there weren't any, like, there weren't a lot of cute romance type scenes in this film. Which I was kind of hoping for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I would have liked to have a little bit more of that in the film. But the visuals alone were so beautiful, especially in a cinema. Like, there were, like, a few, like, natural disaster type situations. And man, they looked so good. And they sounded so awesome in the cinema. That was so fun. I did spend, like, half the movie holding in my piss. Which did affect my viewing experience a little bit. Like, when I got to the ending, I was like, oh my god, this ending's so fun. But at the same time, I was like, but I really want it to end now because I'm going to piss my pants. I'm going to piss myself, and I do not want to walk out of this theater without having finished this movie. I'm not supposed to be this bad at Breakout. How many more levels are there, man? This is the last one I'm doing. Because this noise is hurting my eardrums. This is the type of toy that, like, an uncle would give to their nephew or niece. Because they know that they don't need to hear the kid play with it. But the parents look at the uncle and are like, we are never inviting you to any family event ever again. To absolutely make the parents hate that uncle. This is the type of game that is. I would give this to my nephew just so the nephew could annoy their parents. Can't roll it. Oh, it can. No. We're not doing this again. Keep doing it on accident. No. Cease. Page 4. So this is the actual music maker portion. Guess you're kind of playing like memory. See which instrument is which. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep doing that. That's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, that's gonna keep playing the same minigame. Good. Hey, Sonic. Oh, yep. Bye, Sonic. What's this guitar? Okay, the black keys don't work. Alright, well, that's it. Looks like we did pretty much everything. Green Hill minigame was fun. Let's pull up the tier list for the games we played today. I'm gonna be pretty mean to the Pico games. With the added disclaimer that, of course, I didn't play them the way it was intended to be played, right? And I'm also not 5 years old, in case you couldn't tell. If you couldn't tell, you know, like, I get it, but I do feel hurt. Myself today. Play. This is not the play. I'm so sorry. Ugh. Okay. Cheer. All right. Let's put the display capture on. F11. So today, we played Game World. Game World, I think I would, in terms of like educational, I think Tales and the Music Maker is a little bit better in that regard. In terms of the game, I think Sonic Game World would be more fun because there's more like, it's just a little mini game collection, right? So I think, regardless, I'm going to put all these games somewhere around D tier. I think it was better than, yeah, I'd say it was better than the shooter. It's good. It had a little bit more to it. Tales and the Music Maker, because it's an educational game, I don't know. Like, it's fine. I think it's going to definitely teach some kids that they don't want to be a musician because they'll hear the sounds coming from this game and they'll be like, oh god, this is a nightmare. So there's that. What's this? Is that a fan game from Sonic Drift? Yeah, it is. Sonic Drift 16-bit. What's this? I might have to play that. I'm gonna play this. I might play this tomorrow. This actually looks really good. Actually, I'm not gonna play it tomorrow. I'm gonna save all the Sonic fan games for the end of the 90s era. That includes Triple Trouble 16-bit. I'm gonna save that for when we get to. Let me pull up the list of 90s games. Once we're done with Pocket Adventure and we move on to the 2000s, once we're at this point, I'm going to do all the fan games that are somewhat related to the 90s Sonic games. Like, for example, Sonic Triple Trouble, 16-bit, Sonic Chaos, 16-bit, though that one's just a demo. I'm still going to play it. Sonic Drift 16-bit, because that's apparently a thing. I'm going to look up some more as well. I know for a fact that there's like Sonic before and after the sequel. Those are directly related, in my opinion. 3D Blast, I might play the director's cut as, I don't know if I'm gonna do that as a fan game or if that's just the version I'm gonna play, because that one's basically just a better version without changing too much. So I don't know, we'll see. But I'm gonna save all the fan games and stuff for after Sonic Pocket Adventure. That's just a little FYI. It's good to know that Sonic 16-bit, Sonic Drift 16-bit exists. As for the regular Sonic Drift, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that it's some masterpiece that goes overlooked by everyone. But I do think I enjoyed it more than Sonic 2 and Sonic Chaos. I'm sorry, Aspect. I think Aspect is the one that made Chaos in Sonic 2. But I didn't like those games that much. And Drift, while being shorter than these games, so I'd say like objectively, like if they were priced the same, you'd have more bang for your buck with these three. But Sonic Drift, it might have been a short game, but I had a banging good time the entire way through. So with banging good, I mean like it was all right. No, I am going to keep it at the top of C. I really did enjoy it. Way more than I thought I would. And last but not least, for stuff that we need to put on here today, Sonic Spinball Game Gear / Master System. I don't think they're ordered separately here. But we pretty much played the Game Gear version when we played the Master System version. And it was better than I expected, but worse than the 16-bit version, is what I'd say. I expected it to be way worse, with like clipping through the flippers and stuff, and like the lag and stuff. And while it was very laggy, which I think that is its biggest issue. Like, yes, I was right about the physics being bad, like worse than the 16-bit version. I was right about that, but it didn't intrude on the game all that much. They changed the level design enough to the point where it wasn't too frustrating that the physics were a bit more jank. But the lag was pretty annoying. Like, it's just not fun to play a laggy game, regardless of what game it is, right? So, with that being said, keeping in mind that it is a Game Gear version of Sonic Spinball, I think it is a fine port. It is fine. I will put it in B tier. I think it adds enough to the point where some people might even consider it better than 16-bit Spinball. If it wasn't for the lag, I think this game would be up in A tier. Because it, just like with Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, Spinball 8-bit improves on some of the biggest annoyances I had with Sonic Spinball. However, unlike Mean Bean Machine, Spinball adds some issues of its own in the Game Gear version that are kind of game ruining. Because, like, I would not want to replay Sonic Spinball on Game Gear just because of how laggy it is. I would much rather play Spinball vanilla that way. Whereas with Mean Bean Machine, the stuff that it adds is just that. It just adds it. And while it looks slightly worse, it runs just as good. So I'm going to put 8-bit Spinball, because it does improve on the game, unlike the Game Gear version of Sonic 1. I'm going to put it above the 8-bit version of Sonic 1. I'm not going to put it above the 16-bit version out of just sheer preference, but I'm going to put it above Sonic 1 for Master System. Which, you know, this would be the second Game Gear game to make it above that. So that's kudos to you, Sonic Spinball Game Gear. You were better than I expected. and that's good. I like the bonus stages. They were pretty funky. That all being said, next week, we are going to play Sonic and Knuckles. In other words, we're going to continue Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Because we're just going to do the remaining achievements in Sonic 3 Air and do the remaining stories as well. I'm going to do both a playthrough as Knuckles and as Tails, just because why not? I like Sonic 3 and Knuckles. It's fine. It shouldn't take too much out of me. In the week, I think that I will just keep it at that for the week, though. Like, I'll do the Tails playthrough one day, a Knuckles playthrough the other day, and that's going to be it. Week after that, we come back to this stuff, which I like, this stuff, which, you know, after Sonic Drift 1, I'm actually excited for, and this stuff. Like, we're actually going to get games that, well, not this, to be honest, but these three I'm actually pretty excited for, so that's going to be fun in 2 weeks from now. And then we got a bunch of collections, which I'll try them out on my own to see if they're worth anything, and if there's anything cool to point out, then I'll show it off. If not, then I'll just mention that I didn't find anything, and we'll move on to Tails Adventure, and Sonic Labyrinth, and Sonic the Fighters, and Sonic Schoolhouse, and Sonic 3D Blast, and Sonic Blast, and Sonic Jam, and Sonic R, and Sonic Jam Gamecom, and Sonic Adventure, and Pocket Adventure, and then the fan games. It's going to be a long, long marathon, man. Holy moly. But not worrying about the marathon, because tomorrow, we're not doing any of that. We're not even thinking about doing the marathon. Tomorrow, we're continuing Demon Tides, which I'm so excited for. It's gonna be so much fun. Like, I'm gonna have to find an excuse to drive around tomorrow just to get better at driving. But I'm gonna want to do a shorter activity tomorrow because I want to play Demon Tides. I really do. I like shanking people with my car key. It's such a fun thing to do. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, whether it's evening, morning, noon, I don't care. I hope you have a great whatever is left of your day. All right, and I hope tomorrow's great too. Regardless, wish you all a good one, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.